Hey everyone, welcome back to the Serpent Rogue. So in this video, I am going to show you how to basically get a unlimited amount of money early on in the game. You can see right now we have 382 gold. Now this gold is used for a few different things. You can buy stuff with it, you can buy followers with it, there's a well you can throw 100 gold in to get stuff from, so it's worth having. Now this method is repeatable. It takes a little bit of time to do, there's some RNG involved in it as well, but this is kind of where you're going to want to be. Now if you are not to this point yet, I highly recommend right here in the top right hand corner, check out my beginner's guide for this game. It'll help you get the basics of the game and really get you to the point you need to be able to do what we're about to be doing today. So the first thing is our inventory. Try to come a little light, have a weapon, does not have to be a sword. If you have an axe, that's totally fine. But what we're going to be doing is farming the moonstone chest. And this is repeatable, you can do this over and over again. You'll get a bunch of gold for this, but you're also going to get a bunch of different equipment that you can use. You're going to get a bunch of resources, food. All this stuff is basically just gotten from farming this chest over and over again. Now what I need to do first is I need to sleep here, because we're going to be going to the wasteland. Now the storm's starting, so we're going to go through that. And once the storm's gone, we're going to go into the wasteland. Now the RNG part of this is that the chest is not guaranteed to spawn every time that you come through here. There is also no guarantee that one of the 3 moonstones will be here as well, which I'll show you in a second why. But there's our chest way back there. I already see one of our moonstones on this chicken right here. So basically with these moonstones, there's going to be 3 of these on this map. One will be on a non-corrupt NPC, one will be on a corrupt NPC, and one will always be in a chest that's in like this tall vine grass, which I'll show you guys. But what I'm kind of looking for right now is a bush. A bush is not absolutely necessary, but a bush will make you basically invisible to the corrupted NPCs. They won't attack you until you go to loot the chest. I'm not seeing one, which is okay, because we have a sword, so I can fight things. I wasn't really what I was wanting to do fully, but it's alright. Now when it comes to the moonstone that's going to be on the corrupted, basically if you don't see it out, these little spores on the ground, if you walk by them, they'll explode. It can be on one of those, because there's animals and stuff that are inside these spores. When they pop, they'll come out. But we're going to grab the second one right now, which will always be in these vines. Now there can be bear traps in here, but these vines do not spawn in the same spot, but there will always be a moonstone in those set of vines in that chest. And now we just need to find our third one, which will be somewhere in a spore, which is why if I had a bush it would be better, because I can kind of just run through these spores and not gain any aggro. So there it is right there. So we're going to turn and fight this. Alright, and now we have our third moonstone. So all we have to do now, guys, is go over here to the chest, which unfortunately is a little guarded by some spores. We're going to just kind of pop these, and of course it all will come out of it. And this is all randomized. These spores might not spawn here every time. Alright, so once we have our 3 moonstones, we're going to come to the chest and use it. And here's all the loot that we got. Now the loot is randomized, but in the sense of money, I have not found a better method yet early game for money. You'll get anywhere between 60 and like 99 coins that I've seen so far. But you also get a lot of really good stuff out of this. So we have a damaging sword, which is better than the sword I'm using. It's actually, I'm going to just drop this sword when I can. We got create a chicken, we got blood amulet. So we're going to take all on that. Equip that, and all we're going to do is press M, and we're going to go back to the camp here. Now once back here, it's very important that you always have health potions on you. I do another video coming out later today that's going to really explain how potions work, but in my beginner's guide we made our first potion, which was a healing plus potion, which I highly recommend. If you have not seen that yet, go check it out, because it's really going to help you out there. So once we farm the chest once, now we're going to go back to sleep again, we're going to rest. And we're going to let the storm go through. Doesn't matter where the percentage is at, we're just going to let the storm go through. Let's go back to the wasteland. And now again, this is the RNG part of it. We have to make sure the chest is on the map. So there's the chest back there. I do see it. And what we need to find now is all of our moonstones again. So there's the vine bush right there. This will have our chest in it with the 1 moonstone. Let that close. Another bear trap. I always walk into that trap. I can open this thing a million times and I will always walk into it. Those empty bottles, by the way, if you destroy those will actually give you glass, which is used to cut ropes and stuff like that throughout the game. Now, sometimes a moonstone can actually spawn over here in this general area because dogs will spawn over here. I don't see it, but all we need now is... I don't see a bush either. I was really hoping to find a bush, but that's okay. All we need now is we just need the one from our corrupt and the one from our non-corrupt NPC, and we can open the chest again. And I'll show you guys really how easy this is. It doesn't take long to do. It's just a lot of RNG factors. Oh, here's a bush. This is perfect. This is what I wanted. I'll show you guys how this is done with the bush. So since we have the bush, we're going to look for the we're going to look for the corrupted one first. Now, if you take damage from these spores while in the bush, you will lose the bush effect. So you can see how that rat's not attacking me at all. The minute I go to collect something with this bush, though, it will go away, or it'll go away like that. Oh, here it is. It wasn't even in one of the bushes. So we have 2 of them. Now we just need to find a 3rd one, and the 3rd one will always be on a non-corrupted NPC. So the fawn back here usually is what has them. So like this little chicken right here. Now the problem is, if we attack this guy is going to attack us. Luckily, I have a damaging sword, so I should be okay. I should be able to fight him. But if you're here with just like a standard axe, I'm going to recommend you probably don't fight this guy. But we're going to fight him really quickly, just so I can try to get this thing from the chicken. So we now have our 3rd and final moonstone, and that's it. You can just keep farming this over and over and over again. You'll get a lot of items off it, you'll get some food, but mainly you're going to get a good amount of money. So we got 69 that time. We got Claw Amulet, which increases melee damage. That's nice. We got some more swords. You can see our inventory is already a little full. We now have 521 gold, and then from this point you guys can kind of take what you want to take. I'm just going to take this stuff. And guys, that is it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on it. I'd truly appreciate it. If you found it helpful, please also consider subscribing to the channel. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos to help you guys out as you're playing these games. And if you guys do that quick little thing and like the video, that would go a long way too. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.